side in Tecolote Canyon. If you look over behind me, you can see the trunks of sycamore trees. Sycamore is one of the main players in a streamside environment. It's a huge tree. It's deciduous. It loses its leaves in the wintertime. The leaves are huge. The leaves are called palmate leaves, like the palm of your hand. In fact, they have 5 little points on the leaf that's almost a foot long and a foot wide. Probably the largest leaf of any native tree in California. Over behind me you can see 7 trunks. Well, in fact, 5, maybe 6 of those are the same tree. They're clones of a tree that had fallen down in the past and survived and sent up little twigs that ultimately became trees. So a lot of the trees in a riparian area like this are clones from a tree that really is ancient. Anyway, this sycamore tree has very mottled bark, very unique bark, lots of shedding, lots of color. The limbs of the tree as well are unique in that they're usually quite gnarly. They bend every which way, and those tree limbs often do that because of an infection of a parasite that affects the growing tips of the early twigs of the sycamore tree. They don't have normally a majestic, even, symmetrical look. Losing of the leaves in the wintertime is a plus because in the summer, quite shady, and that's important. In the winter, you want some sunshine to get into the understory so that the greenery there can grow. High in the branches, mistletoe. The mistletoe is green all year. The leaves of the sycamore, you can tell, are losing their green color and losing the leaves. Sycamore wood, pretty good firewood. Cannot compare with oak. Oak is excellent hardwood. Wood's a little softer, much more brittle, falls off, falls down, develops lots of habitat situations for the birds and other animals that live in this riparian environment. So the sycamore tree, with its mottled bark and its brittle wood, a good environmental opportunity for lots of critters. Okay, this little area here, for example, would be a perfect place for a hive of bees to develop and grow. So environments such as this at a low level and a similar situation at a higher level allows for big birds like hawks in the daytime and owls at night to rule in this shady, wet environment surrounded by dry hills. Above me, hawk nests, no doubt, and a perfect environment for other big birds as well as small songbirds. At my feet, in fact, is a feather. This feather is from a hawk. These little spheres dangling from the sycamore are the fruits. Individual little flowers, large numbers of flowers in there. Each one has a tiny fruit when the petals dry up, and seeds within. So this is the result of little flowers on spheres developing into little fruits with seeds dangling from the sycamore tree. Let's break into the sphere and see if we can find the little flowers that have dried up to become the fruits. If you look close, you can see that each individual little green structure has a little bulge, and within that bulge would be the seeds of the sycamore tree. Western sycamore, Platanus racemosa, here in Southern California.